Hello, beautiful Gemini, and welcome to your April 2023 monthly guidance with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. This is good for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross watching. All right. It is for the month. It's a general read. Before we start, a couple of announcements. In the description box below, right at the top, you're going to see live event. This is my first live event that I've done in more than 10 years. I'm coming to Canada, British Columbia, West Coast in September for a weekend workshop, which I'll be teaching. So if you're interested in that, have a look at that link, and also the information about my book. And to let you know, my book From Hoping to Having has sold so many copies now that Audible have granted me some free promo codes. So I have about 50 free copies to give away. If you would like one of those, do please get in touch. The information is on my community page on my channel, all right, about how you do that if you want one of those. The feedback's been amazing. Thank you so very much. All right. So what else do I need to tell you? The link is there to book with me if you would like a private reading or healing. Bookings are quite limited for April and May. So if you want one, jump on that. All right. And also to let you know, because I've always said, I'm not on this, that, and the other. I am now on Instagram. If you want to follow me there, the link is below. Okay. All righty. And also the link to my daughter's tarot channel, Livingstone Tarot. All right, we want another one. Okay, all right. So Gemini, the cards I use, they're also linked below. These are the Tarot of Dreams. I have not used these for probably a year, and they've been calling to me this month, so we're using them as the key themes for the month, and we want one more. You've got the Nine of Coins and the World. And the Seven of Wands. All right, so let's put these here. I'll bring the camera down in a moment. I just want to get these out. And we are having an animal oracle card as well. Key themes to my Geminis, please. All right, thank you. You've got Parrot Spirit, watch your words. Interesting, because as I was pulling that, it came into my mind what Chris Rock, Minnow Pond, keeps saying about Mars in Gemini. I'm not an astrologer, don't really understand it, but I know it's an issue. So that is moving out of your sign sometime in April. So while it is still there, then watch your words, okay? Because they can be easily misinterpreted. And I know my beautiful Geminis wouldn't upset anybody for the world. I'm a Gemini moon and I get it. But sometimes, you know, the mouth engages before the brain and we need to be a little bit careful. So just be mindful of that this month, because we don't want to create any aggravation. And this is how to prevent rather than cure. So being careful with your words this month. All right, my lovely people, let's bring the camera down while we get the cards out. So get yourself a cup of tea, get yourself comfy, because I'm going to pull quite a few cards and then we're going to sit and discuss it. All right, see what is going on for you. Okay. All right, we're ready. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups, the I Want More card, Judgment, beautiful. The Wheel, oh, the Two of Wands, the King of Wands. No, we want to shuffle again, do we? Okay, there we are. And the Two of Wands. All right, let me just tidy them up. Okay, they look all over the place. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm a Virgo. It's got to be straight. There we go. All right, these are coming under there. They're linking in with that. Okay, I got it. Right, thank you. So I'm chatting with them upstairs, as I call my spiritual team. Or I call them Eli, for those of you who have been around me a while. Eli stands for empowering, loving information that they channel through me. Okay, let's have a look what we have. We have got the Five of Cups. We can see why that Four of Cups is there then, yeah? The Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Right, okay. Right, Gemini. They're telling me that this kind of astrological shift is putting quite a lot of extra emphasis on sort of energy around you. Why is this? It's okay, I'm just listening to what they're saying. It's to help you come into more awareness of your own power and determination, to be able to overcome, to be able to build resilience, to be able to build determination. It's kind of, I'm just seeing what they're showing me. It's kind of like there's almost like a wall in front of you that's kind of blocking you from where you're going, but the wall is made of paper. But you don't know it's made of paper until you push against it. You see the wall and you go, I'm stuck. But what they're saying is you can stay in that space for as long as it takes, kind of going, I'm stuck. But as soon as you step into your power, your determination, I've had enough of this, I'm not having this anymore, and you push against that wall, it collapses, it just tears open, it just falls away. So it's not a test, it's a growth opportunity, all right? So I want you to feel into any area of your life, which is going to be different things to different people, where you feel stuck or blocked, whether it's in your career or your relationships or your money or your health. And then I want you to just drop into this really determined energy and say, that block is made of paper and I'm pushing up against it and I'm ripping it open and I can push through. And it just happens really easily. And then you kind of go, wow, I had no idea it was that easy. That's a message they're giving me for you, okay? I want a couple of angel cards before we continue on. For my Geminis, please. My lunar brothers and sisters. Okay. The eternal light of love and initiation. Okay. So let's start here. The eternal light of love. Everything that is not love wants to fall away. So what is everything that's not love? And we're not talking romantic love here. We're talking the energy of love, loving light, loving power, loving harmony, self-love. Everything that is not love is fear, negativity, perceived blocks. It wants to fall away. So the fastest way to realize that the wall is paper is to drop into everything I am is love. Everything I am doing is I'm doing from a place of love. And as you align with that, then you begin to see the truth of the wall in front of you as being paper, and you can easily tear it down. All right, little message there for you. And we have initiation. Now, this is a card of new beginnings. To be initiated is into something new. And it's up these stairs, which is saying I am rising up into a higher vibration and a higher version of me. And so you're being guided here by this beautiful being that is there, ready to help you move up these. You see, these are the colors of the chakras. As we move up from the base chakra, which is all about, am I safe and secure? And then once you feel that, then you can move up into your creative power, then you can move up into your internal power, then you can move up into your heart. You keep moving up until you are in your higher self, when you realize that all is well. So you are being initiated up the staircase. All right, so let's look at the tarot then. So you're starting with the 9 of coins, which is belonging to this row here, these 2 rows here. So the 9 of coins is an energy of independence. It's the mini empress energy, where she can absolutely provide for herself, not just monetarily, financially, but also emotionally. Doesn't necessarily mean she's single. It means that she doesn't need anybody to complete her. All right. Is one of my kind of beefs whenever I see films or movies or songs where you complete me. No, my love, you complete yourself. Nobody can complete you. They can be the icing on the cake, but they're not the cake. You're the cake. All right. So it doesn't mean that you're pushing people away. You're absolutely open to them, but you're not reliant on them, dependent on them, needy of them. This is you saying, I can do it. I can do it. She is very much in the flow of creating her world. So we can see here these two cards at the beginning, the 4 and the 5 of Cups. This is not an easy energy. The 5 of Cups is sadness and regret. Something's not gone well. It's been challenging. It's been upsetting. And, there he is on his knees going, well, that was pretty rubbish, wasn't it? But we always have these other cups sort of there still. But in this particular deck, we have still got 2 cups half upright, but they're not fully upright. And everything feels like it's wobbling around you. So let's recognize it and let's not dress it up. Things are wobbling. So why are they wobbling? We've got the 3 of Swords here. That is hurt in my heart. We have the Judgment. We're rising up. We've got endings, massive endings. We've got the wheel turning in your favor. So this is going to turn around. So that's the first thing we need to know, that this is where I am. If this resonates for you, there's been some disappointment and upset, and I am disillusioned and disappointed, but the universe is offering me another cup here now to say, right, we're going to acknowledge this from a place of love, and we're going to rise up with the Judgment card, rising up like the phoenix, and we are putting it behind us. Acknowledge it and let it go. Acknowledge it and move on. So the Judgment is a card that says, I've learned everything I can learn from that. I've absorbed the learning, and I can now let the drama, the emotions, the pain, I can let that go now. I'm taking the wisdom from it and letting everything else go. And as I do that, it helps me to drop into this Knight of Pentacles energy, which is a slow, steady, secure energy. I am moving towards greater security. Now, here's a pentacle, so it means it can absolutely be money that brings that security. He is slow moving, so you are moving past that, and it's saying, look, you're rising up out of that energy now. I feel that this will be complete by, they're giving me the 10th of April. So as you move into the second week of April, you're feeling yourself rising up, and now you can start to sow the seeds for the future, because that's what he does. I'm building something here. Action. Nights are always about action. I'm building something. I'm taking action on my future. I'm taking action on where I'm going. Now, it might take some time. If I decide I'm applying for a new job, for example, I don't expect to apply today and start tomorrow. That can happen, but usually there's a period where we've got to fill in application forms, wait for the interview, do the interview, wait to be appointed. Then once we've got it confirmed, we have to fill in all sorts of health questionnaires and reference checks. And by the time you start, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And that's okay. All right. If you're building a business, you don't expect it to go up, blow up viral overnight. Again, it can happen, but generally it takes a little bit of time. And this is what he is saying. So we are moving into, where am I going? What do I want? And what do I need to do to get there? Because he is an action card. And what do I need to let go of? Because we've got the World here. The World is a significant major ending. And when we see this kind of difficult energy you've been in, then we're very much welcoming the end of that energy. We're moving into something new. And it's rooted down with the Wheel and the Knight of Swords. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is what it says on the tin. It's fortunate, it's a blessing, it's a new karmic cycle, it's a new energetic cycle. We're moving in a new way, a new beginning. All right. Now, the Knight of Swords underneath, again, another action card. He's all about communication. Very Gemini card. So this is fast. He's the fastest knight in the deck, and he's the slowest. So we've got this balance here that I'm taking the action. I might be sending out a load of emails. I might be applying for a load of jobs. If I'm looking for love, I might be getting on social media and the dating sites and sending out lots of hellos to lots of people. This is fast. This is getting on with it. This is making things happen so that I can move forward. Now, in this row with the 7 of Wands, which is a card of boundaries, this is a self-protection, defending your space, defending your ideas, defending your okay, they're just saying here, some of you have got such big dreams and goals, and people around you might be trying to say, well, that's stupid, you shouldn't be doing that. you are going to hold on to the courage of your convictions. Okay, you're pushing back. You're saying, no, this is what feels right for me, and this is what I'm doing. And no, I don't have all the answers straight away. I don't have all the information. The Two of Swords, she's always blindfolded, and it signifies that she can't see everything right now. I can't see around corners. I don't know how this is going to pan out, but I'm trusting that it will. It is rooted down by the Three of Swords. So the 2 and the 3 here, and we've got the 4 and the 5 here. We've got this kind of running kind of energy of it's moving through. So we're just going to let it move through. What I'm not sure of, what I'm not aware of, what I don't know yet is going to come up. And as it comes up, it can create some disappointment. The Three of Swords is hurt. What this can also be is I've learned, or I am learning, to defend my position, to stop the kind of upset and hurt, disrespect that I've had from other people before. I'm not going through it again. I'm letting it go. I've made this decision that I'm ending this old cycle. I'm moving into something new. And this stuff here, the 2 and the 3 of Swords, can absolutely be this old energy working its way up and out of you. And it's linking in with this Parrot spirit. So as this comes up, you may feel the urge to go and tell somebody exactly what you think of them because they betrayed you or let you down or, weren't very nice to you. So be careful, all right? It can be very cathartic to get it off your chest and speak to somebody to say, do you know what? I am really defending my position here to say to you, don't speak to me like that again. Don't do that again. I'm not having it. But that could blow up in your face. So there's a little warning here saying be careful of your words. What I suggest to people when I'm working as a counselor, as a therapist with my clients, is I suggest that they write all of their hurt down and then burn it. Don't necessarily send it to the person, but get it out of your system, all right? Because it isn't actually about them. It's not about how they receive it. It's not about whether they apologize or not. Very often we need that apology for us to let go and move on. That's holding us back. That's giving them the power. So we don't want to do that. We want to just align with, I am letting this go for myself, and then I can move on. Now, we've got the King of Wands. Beautiful, strong, empowered energy, fiery energy. This is a very good card for entrepreneurs, anybody that's wanting to step into their power in some way in order to grow. We've got the Three of Wands underneath it. This is your ships coming in. This is, what am I doing? Where am I going? This is growth and expansion from a place of empowerment, and I'm doing it differently. The Two of Wands is always about you're doing it differently. You're not doing what you've done before. That's done. All right, we can see that with the world. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. You're doing it differently. That could just be a shift in your attitude or thinking, or this could be, for example, you're applying for a job in a completely different field that you've ever worked before, but your skills are transferable over to something different. This could be that you are especially because it's next to the King of Wands, which is the entrepreneur, self-employed, dynamic kind of energy, that you decided you're setting yourself up a side business. It's something different and it's growing you, but it's going to take a bit of work and it's going to take a bit of perseverance because you've got the Nine of Wands underneath there. So we don't expect for some people, they're saying some of you do, you create something, and let's say you create a YouTube channel and you expect it, or you hope that it will go viral overnight. It can happen, but it's extremely rare. What usually happens is you put a lot of work into it, and then it grows. And we've got that Knight of Pentacles here, which is slow moving, steady growth. Yeah. Slow moving, steady growth. It takes time and it takes effort and it takes work, but it's growing and it's expanding. Now, this is also a card of trips and travels and overseas because of that water and the ship. So many of you could be traveling in April. But I feel for most of you, this is about shifting from where you've been into something new. This could be job, career, your investment shifting and changing. Check out the money and career reading. I'll post it down here somewhere towards the end. That is already there for end of March and April. So you could have a look at that. But we have this shift because this isn't just about career. This is a general reading. So this could be in love. This could be in your home. You're doing something differently. Now they're just showing me somebody setting up some kind of I don't know if it's an office or if it's a crafting table in your garage or in your basement. You're using an extra space, saying, I'm going to set myself up to do something there. They're showing me somebody doing some craft work. They're showing me somebody else doing some woodwork, carpentry. They're showing me somebody else setting up computers and an office type thing. You could absolutely be setting up a side hustle here. Where you can be creating a second stream of income or even a first stream of income if you're not working. So it takes work, it takes effort. So that 9 of Wands is a card of perseverance. So just, yes, take a break. He's on his knees here saying, just let me catch my breath and then I'll be good to go. So you're moving in a different direction. But be careful with those words, all right? Because they can block you further down the line. They're giving me an example of speaking to, say, a bank manager, saying, I want a loan to start a business, and they say no, and then you give them a mouthful. And then they never, ever want to give you any money ever again. Whereas if you just accepted it and say, okay, it's disappointing, but there we are, you might find in a year's time you've been building up your business enough, you go back to them and now they'll give you a bank loan. So don't burn your bridges, okay? That's what they're saying. Anything else on this, please? They want to finish off with another angel message. Okay. Final message for Gemini, please. Final message. There we go. That's the one. Learning. You are learning. You are growing. We have the book of knowledge there, wide open for you, saying all the knowledge is there, available to you for you to tap into. Now, some of you might be finding that you want to go and do a course, a learning course, a qualification, an apprenticeship. You may be doing an online course so that you can build here this thing that you want to build. You're learning something here. Some of you, they're showing me doing some learning around investments, so that you have more knowledge about where you're putting your pension money or your investments. There is some learning here that is external, okay, but they're also showing me the amount of immense inner learning that is going on with this growth within you. All right. So Gemini, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, do think about subscribing. It really does help my channel to grow and more people to find the videos. I will be back in the middle of April with your money and career readings for the end of April and into May. I post twice a month, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Tarot is posted twice a month. So for all 12 signs, you will get your monthlies at the end of the month before, and then you get your career and money readings roughly around the middle of the month. And then I also post my podcast every Sunday on YouTube. It's first live coming out on podcasts on the Friday, whether you do Spotify or Apple or Google Play or any other platform. It's live on Fridays at 12 noon UK time, and then YouTube gets it on Sunday on video. So join me for some of those, because that's all about spiritual teaching, law of attraction teaching, some lovely interesting discussions on awareness and growth. So do join me there, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Gemini. Lots of love. Bye bye.